Hello everyone, this is AmberAnkNA here. Welcome to my channel. Well, I play a variety of games and do narrations for fanfics. I'm really hoping you enjoy my content. If you do, make sure to comment below, leave a like, and subscribe with the notifications on. Right, so next time, this is AmberAnkNA. Welcome to my channel. So, hi! Hello, and welcome to The Voodoo Man, Chapter 7, Urge. We'll play our moments on repeat like echoes for pretend. The same old song as madness. Wherever in, the blood that ripples through us is like oil inside a car. Fills us up so we can move near or maybe far. Sweet syrup nectar flowing brings life and consciousness. Bass drum beating deep within, beaming bomberless. Fight or fight instincts come welling from the ground, just like a country stomach wanting food to snuggle down. You lost yourself that night, and in doing so, lost me too. I'm gone and always was. If it meant that we were for thrill, forgiveness isn't something I can do right now, if ever. The darkness has been released like someone pulled a lever. I never seen a rainbow with edges on the side. I never seen a shadow run away and try to hide. If this is how it's supposed to go, well, goodbye. This is what's in my head, my loving lullaby. Just know the time we spent together was valued until the end. I wish I had more love to share, but it's not fair for me to sin. Goodbye. Bye. Maria of Job from the Book of Halos. February 2014. When across the bistro tea table, Matt sat in one of two small iron chairs, staring into the hazel eyes that looked back at her. The girl's dirty blonde hair surprisingly was not held up in a bun as she typically kept it. Newness and vigor permitted through her like she had recently awakened from a zombie-like state. In a way, Matt felt similar, but in a much more focused manner, with certainly different motivations. I am so happy you called, Mass. Kate smiled, waving. It is so good to see you again. I'm not sure if I can handle her being bubbly right now. Kate's assertion was sort of nice, but it would not be Mass. Mass had one goal, and it wasn't to simply hang out and chit-chat. Though, she felt she owed it to her friend to let her know what she was planning. The invitations would impact her and her former classmates' relationships, regardless of her reaction. Kate has always been sweet and friendly, but this is a whole new level. She actually looks happy for a change. You be nice to your friend, Maximus, Chloe playfully demanded, giving Max a startle, causing her to momentarily lose her breath. She was one of your closest friends not too long ago. Don't be dumb and forget things like that. Shit, Chloe, I haven't heard your voice in weeks. How does this work? You pop up when I'm doing something you think is stupid? You're still planning on finding your rewind? It might mean you will never see her again. Think about how you speak to her. Matt sighed. I know. She might come with me, though, Chloe. I have to ask her, and I could definitely use the company. But, yeah, you're right. You're always right. It's good to see you, too, Kate. Matt attempted to sound joyful, but Seaworth's voice came out more worrisome than otherwise. So she first did a quick grin. I'm seriously glad to see you happy. The both first delivered the beverages, placing 2 mugs in front of the girls. The one in front of Kate had a tea bag strain hanging near the handle and a translucent greenish liquid inside. The other, in fact, in front of Mouse contained a much darker liquid with a heavy, lucid scent. Both were seeming fresh. Sweet, sweet coffee. At least I can still find joy in that first trip. Mouse bent forward and blew into her mug, sending a gentle breeze over its surface. She lashed her fingers around the handle and lifted it to her lips. She closed her eyes and made a tiny slurping noise, allowing the small bit to travel past her gums and teeth, then down her throat. Your little slurps are stinking cute, Master. Damn, that's it. Maybe this won't be so bad. Max lifted her eyebrows and refocused on the girl across from her. Kate, so I need to talk about something important. I'm going to... Before she could finish, another familiar voice came from the side of the table, interrupting her. Fuck! Maxwell Silverhammer and Katie K. Morris. Fuck. Spoke too soon. Wait. Katie Morris? Kate? Before even looking up to confirm the identity of the new arrival, Max knew who exactly was talking. She felt her brows furrow as she met the eyes of a person she also once considered a close friend. The boy waved his hand above his head with a dumb smile on his face. My 2 favorite tires. He turned and grabbed a chair adjacent to the table, swept it across the pre-mitt, then popped down between Max and Kate. Max saw a disapproving gaze at her blonde friend, who was taken aback by the gesture. Kate sighed. I ran into Warren on my way here. When I told him you were back in town, he asked if he could join us. I hope it's okay, Max. Fuck! I don't have time for this. Haven't seen you since the Warren paused. I mean, how are you? Why did he have to bring up the fucking funeral? Jeez, at least Kate considered my feelings. No, he was probably still triggering for me. Selfish asshole. I'm fine, man. Max responsibly responded. Damn. Kate apparently noticed the disappointment in Max's voice. I'm sorry, Max. I just didn't want to let 2 of my best friends down. I figured this way we could all hang out and nobody would be upset. Best friends? When did Warren and Kate become best friends? Then it dawned on her. Prior to Warren sitting down, he had greeted Kate with a touch on the shoulder. It wasn't much, but it provided Max with enough information to justifiably draw conclusions. So, you became friends? Max's eyes moved between the boy and girl sitting across from her. She noticed the chairs weren't placed out much. The pair were nearly shoulder to shoulder, further away from Max than each other. Well, I mean... Kate fumbled with her words as she searched to find whatever explanation she was about to come up with. She noisily gazed out over at Warren. Her eyes plead for his help. We, are good friends. Yes. Warren confirmed, also looking back at Kate. They struck at one another with some sort of hidden undertones. What? Are they together? Matt's felt a burning fury going inside of her, beginning in the pit of her stomach. She wasn't jealous because of whatever it was they had together. So it was only because of something else completely. So it was beginning to put the pieces together. From Matt's memory, Kate and Warren really spoke at Blackwell. The only times she could remember seeing them together were at Chloe's funeral in the memorial at the Price household. They must have bonded during the last few months. They found something in between one another that wouldn't have existed if Chloe hadn't died. Fuck this. Matt, don't say some shit you're gonna regret. Chloe warned. Careful! But Matt ignored her favorite person's voice. Swinging to her feet in a fit of waves, the chair fell to the summit behind her with a bang. You two got together at Cooney's funeral, didn't you? Her fists were clenched at her hips. Didn't you? Several seconds passed by without a word. Matt alternated between Kate's shocked eyes and Warren's. The lack of response told her all she needed to know. Unfucking believable! She grabbed her bag, popped the chair back up on its 4 feet, and turned to leave. Matt, wait! Kate drastically cried out. Matt stopped and spun back around towards the table. An unexpected numbness set in. She relaxed her angry face, softening her features. Kate, I called you here to tell you I'm going on a trip. I was wondering if you wanted to come with me because I really needed your support. Master's voice cracked. But fuck that now. This is probably the last time you see me. I don't want to hear from you again. Ever. Good luck with your life, Tutu. She turned back around and headed towards the bus stop. Hearing William's voice awakened memories Matt hadn't thought about in years. Her mind jumped to the final time she saw Kate and Warren in her original reality. She was so full of anger that she whooped them off and hadn't looked back since. They didn't understand how much Chloe meant to her, how hopeful it was to see them becoming friends in the wake of such a profound loss. Nobody knew how intricately seeing Chloe's roots were intertangled together. Deeper in their souls, how could they? The week that never happened, it only existed as an erased reality at that point. It was a moment frozen in time in her mind, yet nobody else could have fathomed everything that they went through. Matt, are you there? William asked, pulling Matt out of her own mind. Her head. Hello? Matt ran the fingers from her free hand through her hair, then moved herself from one ear to the other. Yeah, sorry. No, don't be. I'm the one who needs to apologize. Hearing the man's soft yet intense voice felt like pouring water on a fire. It smothered her fears, calming the blaze in her heart, but left a smoky trail of wonder floating between them. William, Matt whispered, holding back the thundering tears. Matt, I know Chloe was your best friend, even if she hadn't connected it in a while. I was so selfish. I didn't know how to react. my little girl was thus gone. I needed to point my finger at someone other than myself. So, I blame you. This isn't fair. The mermaid quietly listened, though she couldn't help noticing the similarities between father and daughter in that moment. I lost my little girl. But you lost your soulmate, didn't you? I always knew you two had a special connection. Mass breathing hits. A dull singing between her eyes let her know she wouldn't be able to hold her emotions back much longer. I miss her. It's all she could muster up. I miss her so much, William. I know, Mass. Me too. She was my light. She didn't deserve anything that happened to her. The accident wasn't even her fault. I just wish I had waited until she was more experienced to give her those damn keys. Speaking of keys, Corey's father stopped for a moment, struggling hard. A silence followed, which was apparently needed by both parties on the phone. Keys? Max finally asked. William cleared his throat. Yeah, you know, during those times of loss, a person's mind wanders. I started thinking about you and Chloe, and I remember the time when you were younger. Max, did you hide my keys one day when I went to pick up Joyce? I'm sure they were right there, and they weren't. I was shocked when I found them. Chloe says he had no idea how they got there. Max hated thinking about that time. She ultimately had to choose between the lives of two people she loved. God, that was so unfair. Yeah, I remember. I would choose Chloe over everybody else in this world. But William is like my own father. So fucking unfair. I had a feeling that day. I had a weird feeling that day, Max. You were like a totally different person. Then, when you came back to finally visit us a couple of weeks ago, it was strange. I knew you are an adult now. I don't know how to describe it. You're different, aren't you? Another voice abruptly came through the phone. Is that Max? Joyce! Yes, honey, William admitted. It's her. Max had to answer the phone away after a series of loud joicing sound popped in her ear from the phone. Maxine Caulfield! How are you doing, child? Hearing Joyce's voice again was like a cold breeze during a hot summer day. Another popping from her phone speaker, followed by William's voice once again. Max, the man spoke. I'm on the other phone. Now we can all chat together. I feel fine, Joyce. Thank you. The woman sighed. That's very good, Max. They said you were in a coma. I got worried. We just lost one of our daughters. Didn't want to lose the other. You know what I mean. You are like a daughter to us. It's good to talk with you, Joyce. Max, William cut in. I'm so sorry again. I've been in such a dark place. But Joyce has been my faithful assistant. She helped me realize that without the darkness, there would be no light. And vice versa. Huh? I heard those words before. Oh, William, the woman responded. Sometimes you have to accept your destiny and move on. What? Now, I know I heard that before. From where? Crazy deja vu. You are a good one, child. Joyce's voice seemed to cut out briefly before coming back. I want to ask you something. Ask me something? Master echoed. Yeah, the man chimed in. Will you speak at Chloe's funeral? I think she would have wanted it that way. We hold off burying her so we could get our minds and hearts in order. Chloe's funeral? No, I can't. I can't. Not again. Mass, please say you will. Joyce's plea sounded endearing. I know you loved her. It would be the best send-off for Chloe. I don't know. Mass? Vanessa's voice came from the maid's desk behind her. When she twisted around, her mom had awakened and was propped on her side, looking her direction. Who are you talking to? Is that your mom, Mass? Joyce asked from the other end of the phone. Maybe you could have dinner with us tonight. That would be great. I cook us up something real good. Or tomorrow night, if tonight's too soon, Ruben added. Mass watched her mom push herself up to a sitting position. It's William and Joyce, Mom. They want us to have dinner with them. Whatever you want to do, sweetheart. Vanessa responded. I think it's a great idea. Mass dropped the phone away from her ear. Voodoo Man, why am I here? You took me away from my reality where Chloe died. To this place? Where Chloe is also fucking dead? This is torture, man. My heart can't take much more. February 2014. Mass rode the bus to the first stop outside of Acacia Bay, not knowing exactly where she wanted to go next. All she knew was she needed to get away and begin searching for her rewind again. She would be forever hindered from her search if she stayed in her hometown. Plus, everything about that place just made her shin crawl. From Jefferson, Nathan, and Rachel to Kate and Warren. Every time she thought about her time there, the only person that mattered to her was Chloe. And she was no longer around. As her vehicle was parked, Mass positively hopped up and exited. She found herself walking down the Gregory sidewalk near a mostly abandoned strip mall. One or two of the concrete-sided stores were worn down and discs poster dated. More were boarded up. At the far end on the corner, a laundromat and an auto repair shop seemed like the only business that was still functional. Several broken down, beat up vehicles had taken up space in the parking lot to the opposite side of the repair shop. I need a car. Maybe I could use one of those. You need to be careful, Mass. What the fuck are you doing here? Are you looking to get killed or some shit? I'm looking for answers, Chloe. I can't explain it, but I just feel like I need to be here. Massa waited for Chloe to respond. When she didn't hear Chloe's rebuttal, she continued walking along the sidewalk towards the corner. When she reached the entrance, she opened the door to a small lobby area. It smelled like smoke. A tiny bell on the door climbed upon walking inside. From an office behind the register counter, an older woman appeared. May I help you, Lady? Maybe, Mass responded. I need a car. This cars here. We don't sell them. Her voice was raspy. It sounded like she smoked a pack of cigarettes every day for decades. Mass leaned forward, stretching her neck to the side to catch a glimpse of the accent through the glass partition between the lobby and garage. One truck was raised on the white lift with two men underneath. They were walking with some sort of noisy equipment. The sound was muffled from the lobby, and she could see the men were wearing earplugs. In the back corner, barely within eyesight, was a woman standing behind a motorcycle. Max almost stopped when she noticed the stranger staring in her direction. No problem. Thanks for your help. Max waved the attendant off and casually walked outside. She rounded the edge of the building and could see the soft garages. She wasn't sure if she was supposed to be in that area. So Max trustfully moved between the columns of tires and parts shelves to meet the woman on the other side. She cupped her hands over her ears until she was several yards away. The noise from the mechanic's work forced her closer to the stranger that would have preferred in order to communicate. She was a couple of inches taller than Max, slightly shorter than Chloe. You work here? Max asked. Her voice was raised, but she was sure only the woman could hear what she was saying. The woman shook her head. Born with a dark stripe of red hair moved back and forth. I'm here temporary, she responded. Who are you looking for? Max caught a glimpse of herself in an old, oily mirror to the woman's wheel. Dark circles on her drooping bloodshot eyes so that she didn't look very well. Her hollow cheeks would give the person she was malnourished. It occurred to her that she probably seemed silly to anyone she came in contact with. I need a car. I have to get away from here. Max heard herself speak, and she grew self-conscious of the desperation behind her words. What are you running from? I'm looking for my wing line. Max didn't know why she opened up like that to a complete stranger, but she shook her head and quickly walked back her warning. I'm looking for someone. From my experience, you need to run towards something. No way. Otherwise, you'll always be in its sorrows forever. Anyway, can you ride a bike? The woman asked. She had to be in her early to middle 20s. I never have. Max responded. I can learn, though. If you want this one. The woman patted the seat with her palm. You can have it. What's the catch? It's not every day that people just give their bikes away to strangers. The woman sighed. Truth be told, I don't have a need for it any longer. And I don't need any money before your ass. From the look of things, you need this a lot more than I do. Trust me when I say, nothing is free for free. You will pay me back in other ways in the future. Max wasn't sure what to say. After a moment of staring at one another, the brunette finally nodded in agreement. I'm in no position to haggle. Thank you. The woman tossed the keys in the air and bumped past Max, drawing towards the outside. Max felt a strange prickling sensation on her neck as the woman walked by. Wait, what's your name? Where are you going? The woman stopped and turned back towards Max. My name is Destiny. That's a pretty name. Are you sure you have to leave? I could really use a friend. A chill rolled down the woman's face. She reached up and wiped it from her palm with her palm. I gotta go. Well, thank you, Destiny. The stranger turned and began to walking away. She waved her hand above her head as she disappeared around the corner. Max didn't know what to make of the situation, and it happened all so fast. She only knew she felt a strong desire to get off the bus at that moment. The one thing she needed was a ride. And by listening to that urge, she would see what she was searching for. At least in the short one. From that point forward, she would follow her urges, even when her head was screaming at her to do the opposite. Hi everyone. This is Emma 2000 again. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Cause I really did enjoy making it. But so I hope you enjoyed it. Comment, like, and subscribe with the notifications on down below. Till next time, bye!